Hey everyone, a bunch of you guys at Bunyan actually asked me for an update on Charlie and Daisy. Here they are the other night as we go for a walk. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out on the channel. And look at that thing. You know who you are? A fellow gave this to me at Bunyan. He was one of the members on Bucket's channel. We had a little get together at the end of the show for the members, and I'm a member of Bucket's channel. And so I was in the little meet and greet, and a fella gave me this hat. So thank you. You know who you are. This is one of my special going to town hats. We don't mess around pulling wrenches in a nice hat like this. Anyhow, friends, I've been slowly going through the Bunyan footage. There's just so much of it. I mean, I go there to meet you guys and to hang out and to enjoy the time there. But I also go there to be of service in any way that I can, and a lot of it is I run the camera, friends. I try and get as much of it as I can for those of you that can't be there. So anyhow, today's video is just some more random videos from Bunyan. One of the coolest parts about this year is my mom came with me, and I've had a few people say, you brought your mom? Yeah, for sure I did. We're not getting any younger friends, and these are special times when you can actually hang out with your parent, because, well, we're all getting older, friends, and these memories that we make are super important. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted my mom to experience what this channel is and what you guys are, and so was so glad that she was able to come down, and she was a big help, friends. Without her there, it wouldn't have been the same. So thank you, Mom. Anyhow, friends, I'm going to just start from the beginning footage. We hopped on a couple of planes, Mom and I, and we flew to Columbus. So let's start there, and then I'll jump back in. Hey friends, we're here at Minneapolis Airport, and you know what I love about Minnesota? You can walk around in that thing and nobody looks at you. Not a single person has looked at my mother. That's how I know these people here are solid. Over and out. Action!
Action.
Hey everybody, how's it going? We made it to Ohio, and I brought my mom with me this year. Say hi, Mom.
Hello, everybody.
We are driving down, what highway are we on, Mom? 70?
70.
I-70. We're headed towards Zanesville, and flights were okay, a little bit delayed, but all in all, they weren't too bad. And this year I went Minneapolis to Columbus, so down here, you figure?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that was just random videos of traveling and driving. It worked out this year. I got to the rental car place at Columbus Airport. It's a big high-rise parkade. All the rental car companies are there. Very well laid out, very smooth. I like flying to Columbus because it's painless. I got there, and the woman at the counter, very, very friendly lady, she was like, I'm sorry, we don't have any compact trucks. Now, friends, I don't fit in a car, so I usually rent at least a small truck. Last year I had a Jeep Gladiator is what I was driving. So when I got there, she's like, we don't have any small trucks. So I ended up with a full-size Dodge Ram. Um, sure, things just work out, don't they? Anyhow, friends, next clips are CJ. I believe that was the fellow's name. CJ bought a 125 recently, and he brought it to the show to see what Buckin thought of it, and Buckin ran it a couple times. And again, friends, these trips, they're hard, especially if you fly in. It's hard to fly in with chainsaws and all this gear. So you pretty much pack what you can, and the world will provide. And Dan Barth brought a couple of ported 372s for us to run, and Brian brought a 562, and CJ brought this 125. So again, thank you to everybody that makes these shows happen, because without you guys, it would be really hard. Anyhow, Buckin running 125, my favorite big bore saw. I don't own one, and but love being around them when one's being run. 125 is a special saw. I'm going to show you the beginning. He's doing some tuning on the saw. I'll do a voiceover, friends, but if you get a vintage saw, don't just put it in the wood. Make sure it's running properly and tune it accordingly. While we're here, we rolled into the Guernsey County Fairgrounds. It's a beautiful day. There we go. This is Marty Rudder. There's just some ton of great equipment in here. Everybody's setting up. Buckin, what year would that saw be?
With the C, probably at 72, somewhere maybe there. Maybe somewhere there. 70s.
She's been around a day or two. Just wanted to show this part. Tuning on these old power saws is 99% of the battle. I had to learn to slow down. You see Buckin checking the throttle response here, and now watch. He's going to go in here and he's going to adjust the jets. He's going to do it slowly. He's going to turn it a little bit and he's going to wait. These 125s especially, you do not want to over rev them. They do not tolerate leanness. They're not a saw that you can spool right up. So just watch this and kind of see what he's doing here. Yep. I had a chuckle as that happened. That's something I do. I slide my hand up and touch the off switch and it shuts the saw off. That's a Mac thing.
That's that switch again. Why is it doing that? It's because it's your fingers right there on the pistol grip. As soon as it flicks it a little bit, it's off. Yeah.
Anyhow, friends, I'll stop it there with the 125 and let's do a question of the day. I haven't done many questions of the day lately. It's something I do for a while and then I stop. I'm still in the emails daily. And again, I always say this, if you don't hear back from me, send another one. It's a lot of numbers, friends. I used to answer all of them like years ago. Everyone that came in, I would answer. And then it became, 9 out of 10. And then it became, well, the law of numbers. So if you don't hear back, send another one. And I get to as many of them as I can every day. Let's look for a question of the day. Okay, I found an interesting question of the day. This one comes from Dill Swan, all the way in Victoria, Australia. That's pretty cool. Love to get to Australia one day. Don't think I could handle the plane ride, though. I'm not going to lie. After all the flying I just did in the last month, I can't imagine being on a plane for like 13, 14, 15 hours. I think I'd go crazy, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyhow, Dill wants to know, Dill is rebuilding a 390 XP and considering using a 57 millimeter big bore pop-up kit. And he was mentioning that he may have to grind away some of the crankcase to get it to clearance. And more or less, from what I take from the question is, would I do that or do I have any experience? Well, Dill, off camera, I've been working on a mega big bore project for 2 years now. It's never been on the channel. It's a saw that it's basically a 47 millimeter saw that I'm putting a 54 millimeter top end on, so you can figure out what saw that is. And I have to grind away a portion, a large amount of the crankcase to get the piston to do 360 degrees. So the biggest problem with these mega big bores is, you have to relieve the crankcases to install them, and or sometimes, depending if the piston is built for the saw you're putting it on. Sometimes the skirts are too long, so if you don't have a lathe, you may have to grind away the base of your crankcase, inside, so that when your piston comes down, it doesn't bottom out. Or you can cut it down with a lathe. So, without getting too technical, Dill, would I recommend doing all that work to put a big bore on? I probably wouldn't. I would just port the bejesus out of a standard bore cylinder and bolt it right on and go. But I'm not deterring a fella from doing that. Now, if you did want to do that, yeah, you can do it. But the problem is with doing all that work, you're weakening the crankcase, you're increasing the chances of an air leak because you're thinning and grinding away surfaces. If you do have to shorten the piston skirt, you may end up increasing your intake timing to the point that it spits back. It may be hard to start, hard to tune. I've gone over all this stuff at over the years, but yeah, if you want to do it, that's definitely a thing. One day when I'm ready, I'll show my mega bore project. I've grinded away so much of the case on that thing that it's going to be JB Weld and prayers holding that thing together. So anyhow, Dill, good luck on your project. Thanks for emailing me, and everybody else, thanks for coming to Paul Bunyan. I'll definitely scatter a few more videos here and there as I go through it, but thank you to everybody that showed up this year and, just took the time to hang out, to help out, to shake my hand or give me a hat or just thank you guys. It means the world to us, both myself, Buckin, Justin Sizemore, Christine, my mom, Marty Rudder, Brian, and everybody else that helped out. Just thank you guys out there for coming to see us, and it really means a lot to us, and we'll just keep doing it because, well, it's too meaningful and too important to not show up. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take her easy. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Later.